So have you ever wondered what it'd be like to be inside of the gates at Arrowhead at Beaver Creek? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to be on the golf course at the exclusive Country Club of the Rockies? Well, I'm Jeff McAbee from Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. Not only can I take you inside these places, I actually live here. So take a tour of Arrowhead at Beaver Creek with me right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through the enclaves of Arrowhead at Beaver Creek, the different little spots, because you can be inside of Arrowhead and be in totally different locations, totally different needs for your real estate, right? Trailside is different than Riverdance, which is different than Slopeside up of Cresta. So, and you've got to stick around, but at the end, I'm going to take you into the gate within the gates. And that's where the big homes are. Okay, so as I was saying, you know, Arrowhead is broken up into several different neighborhoods. Not parts of the neighborhood. It's not, several different neighborhoods. But one of the reasons that I love this place is that along the golf course, if you're playing here, there's not a lot of homes on the golf course. There are a few, without a doubt, but it's not like a neighborhood golf course by any means in terms of like there's homes on every hole. Now this is the fifth hole. It happens to be the number one handicap, right? So it's a tough hole. Usually plays into the wind. It's got water on the right. It's got bunkers left and right. It's a difficult tee shot, and you can see around here that it is mostly, it's exclusively single family homes and duplexes, okay? There are townhomes and condos in Arrowhead, but not really on the golf course, and I'll show you that. So these homes are sitting off of Arrowhead Drive. So we're on the ski mountain side. This is more active. This is closer to the Alpine Club. This is closer to the clubhouse of CCR. This is single family homes, duplexes, but still down in the valley. A lot of people walk their dogs around the golf course at night. As long as you're aware of the golfers and stuff, nobody really cares. It's a very laid back community. Here we're looking all the way to Castle Peak and Eagle. Just an outstanding vantage point for the back of these homes, right? Happen to know who lives there, beautiful house. And, it's just neighbor after neighbor after neighbor, good times, fun, beautiful setting. But also notice, I'm only going to change elevation during this golf round of about 70 feet. So it's not like everything I do is going to require me to walk, 3,000 feet to get and gain elevation, So it's a really nice, steady place, beautiful. Also, this part of Arrowhead, I would say, other than up on Cresta, is the absolute less affected by I-70. So yeah, stick with, and I'll go show you something else. Okay, here's what I mean by, not every hole is completely surrounded by houses. Those houses are a good bit away, and that was the sixth hole. Also not an easy hole by any means. And then you can see that that's the base of the ski hill. And yeah, I'll show you more. So one of the really nice things about Arrowhead is that there's a gatehouse at the entrance on this side, and gates at all the entrances to Arrowhead. And these guys, they do a lot more than just check in who's going. There's cameras, there's security. Residents, they get a little fob to put on their windshield, and that opens the gate, and they can use the right. And everybody else has to check in with the gatehouse.
And, you know, contractors and whatnot, some of them are, you know, they get special permits so they can come and go a little more freely. But these guys do a lot, you know. They patrol the neighborhood at night. They drive around in their little truck and they, you know, just check and make sure everything's all right. They, if you have a party, they'll do some traffic control by putting some signs out and help you make sure you stay in in good standing with the HOA. They also control parking in the winter. You know, Arrowhead has one of those free parking lots over by the lift, and people use it. You know, especially local people. But they do a great job of making sure there's still spaces left over for Arrowhead residents if they live in a part where it's more convenient for them to drive up. You know, so I know that I really like this. My wife really likes it. It adds to her sense of security by, you know, 100%. And, you know, it's a nice feature. Arrowhead has 3 really large ponds on this side. And this is on the other, we were on the Arrowhead Drive side, and now we're sort of, you know, we're right by the gatehouse. And I'll tell you a little secret. There are a lot of ponds in Arrowhead, but this one on the 8th hole, it's the one that holds all the fish. I mean, all the big fish, all the hungry fish, and it's super fun. And you know, you can see if you look out there, ripples on the water. And oh, by the way, number 8 is a beautiful home. I mean, a beautiful hole designed by none other than the venerable Jack Nicholas. I brought you over here to the river dance part. This is the most secluded part of Arrowhead by any means. And you know, as you can see, it's the signature hole, right, of CCR. That bridge happens to be for the golf course, but also in the winter, you know, you cross country ski over that, which is just outstanding. And so yeah, I'm going to show you what they call river dance. And there's 2 gate entrances over here, the east and the central. Again, single family homes, duplexes. There's no condos or townhomes over here. It's on the north side of Route 6, and that makes it you know, a little quieter. Great place to walk the dogs, and that is gold medal trout water right there, which is and you know, can see the Eagle River. You know, it's 2026, so we had a bad snow year, but it's still got water in it. That's a good sign. So yeah, let me go show you some of the homes over here. So I mean, here you have a large single family home. In fact, that used to be Jack Nicholas's house, because he always gets a piece of property anytime he builds a golf course. Now, the original house has been torn down and they put that there, but you know, that's a great spot. Just really beautiful. Sorry, I'm going way too fast, but we're not here to show that house. And then on the other side, you know, you also have really nice duplexes. And you know, the thing I would say about duplexes is that people hear duplex and they say no way, but in Arrowhead, some of them are done really well, and you don't see your neighbors. And yeah, I mean, they're a throwback from when this was just a ski resort. Nobody wanted to live here. They just came for a couple of weeks out of the year, so a duplex made sense. But you know, now people are living in them full time and they're enjoying them, and sometimes one neighbor's there and the other neighbor's not ever. So you know, it's I would say don't rule it out just because you hear duplex, because I mean, duplex or not, that is a sweet little view right there. So
one of the things about Riverdance is, yes, it has the river. It has fishing access. It has all these little duplexes that are on these beautiful ponds, trout ponds. And it has a little sort of meditation trail. Here's another home right on these beautiful little trails. You know, just a really peaceful part of the situation here. Yeah, so this is Riverdance. You'll see it. It's Riverdance of Arrowhead. Okay, it's within the gates of Arrowhead still. Most of these around the ponds are duplexes. I'll say that, all but 2, I think. They come on the market from time to time, but like all of Arrowhead, boy, people love it. And yes, there are fish in here because I've caught them and my daughter has caught them. So enjoy that, right? So before we leave Riverdance, I wanted to show you one more cool thing. No matter where you live in Arrowhead, you can always come down here. They have a little parking. You saw that car leaving. You know, you have river access that's designated, and little trails down to the river. So even if you live on the resort side, the what I call the chairlift side, you can still come down here and fly fish in gold medal water. That water's moving right now. So yeah. Anyway, that's Riverdance in Arrowhead still. And I'll actually show you some of these from the front. We looked at them at the pond, but this is what I mean, these little Riverdance duplexes. I think there's, I don't know, probably 20, 25 of them on this side. Really nice, quiet, beautiful little neighborhood. So, like I was saying, one of the sections here, this is called the Seasons, and this is actually condos on the golf course. And on 18 and 10, there are a few multifamily units for purchase on the golf course, but that's it. Most of these are over by the chairlift, you know, with their 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom. They have big ones, but they're condos for sure, not duplex or not a single family home. And then, you know, you can see the Vista restaurant there. And that's Country Club of the Rockies, the clubhouse. There's a fitness center in there, and I could do another video on that if you'd like. Just leave some comments down below, and I can do Country Club of the Rockies, Alpine Club, that sort of thing. Okay guys, another little enclave in Arrowhead at Beaver Creek is called the Greens. And this is a collection of single family homes. I don't think there's any duplex, and they all face outwards, but in the backyards they have this golf themed water, ponds, and putting green situation back here, right? So not really part of the golf course, but you know, it's just a fun area that all of these homes share. And again, like I said, this is not the golf course. This is maintained by the HOA. And they have this little putting course that goes around, hole to hole to hole. it is surrounded by the homes. Some of the streets are like Windermere, that sort of stuff. All these single family homes. And these come on the market, you know, fairly regularly. The nice thing too also about the greens is, yes, we're back over here on the mountain side. So we're not that far from the ski resort, which is just great, right? So yeah, let's go check out the tennis. So for racket sports enthusiasts, Arrowhead has a selection of tennis courts to play from. I don't know everything about tennis, but I know they have pickleball as well. So yeah, they have a pro that comes and lives here, and they have junior programs, and really just a nice barbecue place to hang out, sit out in the sunshine, play some tennis, socialize. This is the club shack here. This is where the club pro is. And yeah. Chris Nelson is the racket sports director. So lots of activities there. If racket sports are your thing, I know that the pickleball courts are in another part of the neighborhood, and I'll show you those as well. Looks like we got here to the pickleball courts on a good day. Again, you know, nice facilities, quiet paddles required, ample. That's what I would say, ample. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pickleball courts. And they're getting a new fresh, looks like a fresh coat of pickleball court. So yeah, active community here in Arrowhead, without a doubt. And I'll take you to another part. Aspen Meadows. There's a few aspens in these meadows. Now we'll start heading up Cresta Boulevard, Cresta Road. So these are some of the townhomes. They're not on the golf course. They're actually ski in, ski out, right on the chairlift. So excellent. I'm going to take you up all the way up Cresta and show you. So right by the Alpine Club, at the base of the lift, we have a row of townhomes. These townhomes go from anywhere between 2 and 5 million, depending on the size and the finishes that they have. Really nice access to the mountain, both winter and summer. You can ski, obviously, out of them, and then you can access the hiking trails and the mountain biking trails at your leisure. Yeah, so Cresta Road is 1.7 miles up and climbs about 1,700 feet, and you get up to the top and you really move in to some of the higher end properties in Arrowhead, up to $17 million, I think. So for ski in, ski out. Just a gorgeous neighborhood. I love this place. This is really my favorite part of Arrowhead because it's just so beautiful. It's so beautiful and really a great place to get out and do a little hiking and have a little fun like that. All right, and then I'll show you the little enclaves that are off of Cresta, okay? Okay, so the first place up here is McCoy Springs. All right, not to be confused with McCoy Creek or McCoy Cabins. This is McCoy Springs. It's about a quarter of the way up the road. And interestingly, there's only 3 single-family homes up here, but they are beautiful. Okay, make that 4. But they're beautiful, they're large, they're well-built, they're gorgeous, and they have great views looking back. So that's McCoy Springs, okay? So it was kind of hard to see McCoy Springs from where I was when you're down there, but you can see there's 1, 2, 3 houses there, and there's the village road, and 1, 2, 3 houses there. So I hope that gives you a better picture, and you know that's coming up the valley towards the village. All right, so second we have the McCoy Creek Cabins. All right, and these are where you want to go if you want some real privacy. So let me get out of the car and I will show you McCoy Creek Cabins. All right, so welcome to McCoy Creek Cabins. This has a trailhead inside of it, so we have some mountain access for Arrowhead homeowners only. So once you're inside the gates, and you can come here and you can walk your dog. But these are the McCoy Creek Cabins. Just listen how beautiful and peaceful these stately homes have it. I mean, I just love to come up here, walk the dogs. It's a great, you can get all the way to the top of Arrowhead Mountain from Mud Springs is the name of the trail. And one of them just recently sold in here within the last couple of weeks for $5.5 million. Number 12 Cabin Creek Lane, I think it was. And you know, it was a beautiful home. A friend of ours owned it. They unfortunately got a divorce and just wanted to start fresh somewhere else. So can't blame them there. And that's what they're doing. So they made a nice profit on it. These things really have held their value. But I mean, this is like living in the forest. Okay, where I was showing earlier, there were, you know, the golf course and everything. Look, Arrowhead even paints their electrical boxes to look like in the mountains. So, but you know, I was showing you the golf course and the neighborhood, and I mean, this is really nice. Although you're only, you know, half a mile from the base of the mountain, it feels like you are in another world. You know, another. I mean, look at that. I mean, it's just beautiful. The little stream back there with the sound, it just, oh, if that doesn't make you relax, I don't know what would, quite frankly. I mean, if this is your sort of thing, I mean, look at the blue flowers kicking in there already. Oh, it's a beautiful amount. Those are mountain bluebells. And, I mean, if they're not mountain bluebells, then I just totally, I'm going to get a letter from a botanist, but that's okay because, you know, I'm not a botanist, but I think that's what they are. And they're beautiful, and some wildflowers. And this is the trail. This is Mud Springs. So, like, if you live in this neighborhood, this is your morning walk and your after dinner walk. I've seen elk up here, and moose and deer, grouse. You know, it's just fantastic. So, actually, here comes some people walking down right now, little doggies and whatnot. So, yeah, McCoy Creek Cabins. Okay, now we're going up Cresta, and we are getting into some of the slopeside homes. These are the ones I was talking about that could be worth, well, one is sold for $17 million, but they're definitely the highest price per square foot in Arrowhead Village at Beaver Creek. But you know, you get a lot. You get some really good views, and you get access to Cresta Skiway. This is trail side. So this is where you come, and when you want to be up on the mountain and you want to have a home that you can ski into and ski out of. And I'm going to show you this neat little shack they have up here that I don't think you would know it was here unless you had me to come show you around out of the car. Beautiful homes, single family. Like the name, they are truly trail side, not a doubt. These are great. These are really beautiful. Some of them have really long views. Some of them are right next to the snow, and some of them are kind of tucked in, you know? So it just depends. But you can ski in. I'm sure it's not open. You can put your skis in. You can get a bus to pick you up here. You can walk up there and grab the ski trail. Actually, you can walk right here. Here it is coming in from some of the homes that are a little bit higher. That's the road we could continue to go up. And then, you know, you just ski right down here. But this is also a really nice hiking trail and biking trail in the summertime. And you can get all the way to Beaver Creek via these trails. It will take some lungs and some legs because it is a beast of a climb. But you know, if you're thinking about moving up here and you have a bike, you could probably do that sort of thing. But anyway, this is like a place where they have a little bit of breakfast in the mornings. I don't have the code to it. There's a fireplace. And so yeah, not gonna be able to see inside, but it is really, 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 really cool. One of the cool things about living up here in the wintertime. You got this nice little cozy place. But all right, let's go to the top, and then I'll show you some more stuff. Okay, so this is as high as you can go on Cresta. There is one more home. I mean, these are the single family homes that are ultra high price per square foot. There's one more down there. A friend of mine lives there that goes right down to the ski trail. But all of these, you can get to the ski trail from your side. It's just behind these houses here. So really good stuff, really beautiful neighborhood. I want to show you, you know, obviously you don't drive into this one, but they have some stairs put for you. And then that is a ski trail that you can get back on. You can roll to the lift, and you can see in the distance above that house, you're looking out towards Red and White Mountain, views of the valley. You know, maybe we'll do a tour of one of these homes at one point. Put a comment down there if you want me to tour these homes. They're super, super cool. Beautiful aspens, just leafing out. By the way, it's 64 degrees. Today is May the 26th. It's 64 degrees. It was warmer earlier. Some clouds have moved in. No big deal. We need the rain. Beautiful. Choke cherries are blooming, and aspens are leafing out. It's just a gorgeous neighborhood. And I'm going to go back down to the village and show you that. Okay, here we are in the village, Arrowhead Village. Two things I want to show you. One, first of all, probably is the pool. We could do a separate video on Arrowhead Alpine Club. It doesn't come with living here. You have to, it's a separate membership, and it's through Vail Resorts. I think it's like 40,000 refundable, but you know, you get a lot of amenities with it. There's a club, there's breakfast that's served there during the, every day from 8 to 11 or 7 to 11, something like that. But as a resident, you do get to live at the pool and use the pool. And I want to just show you, there's some people in there right now. I don't want to go overboard, but overstay my welcome. But anyway, yeah, really nice. You can go swimming in the heated pool and a hot tub with 70-degree water, 75-degree water, and then 100-degree water in the hot tub. And you can do it among aspen leaves, which is really cool. I don't have any problem with that. We use it all the time. And by the way, you know, there are some real estate agents in Arrowhead that are way more successful than me. I haven't been here that long. They've been here forever, 30 years, and they're great people, and I love them. And you know, they've sold every house in Arrowhead 10 times. This is the Alpine Club, a bunch of condos, and they're great. But, you know, I'm the only real estate agent here that actually, and they get an office here. I don't get an office. It's with another company. I won't mention any names, but, you know, they get a, you know, they get an office here, and but they don't live here. They go elsewhere. I live here. I'm here every day. Here's the Alpine Club. It's not quite open at 5 o'clock these days, but it will. It'll pop up 7 to 4 right now. So 7, I guess you can get breakfast, you know. There's McCoy Creek, comes all the way down from where we were up by those cabins. But most everything by the lift is going to be a condo situation. Each one of these buildings is going to have units in it. They're going to have their own HOA, you know, they're going to have the, so, and then there's our restaurant, the Broken Arrow, which is open during the winter, not the summer. But, you know, you got a chairlift here, so, and then that over here, I'll show you one more thing. Yeah, the chairlift is great. But, you know, if you're super active, you like to mountain bike or hike, walk your dogs, we've got some trails here. And this is called the Ute Trail. And it goes up and up and up and up, and it's just beautiful. You can get all the way to the top of the mountain. You can come down Dakota. I used to go up Ute and then down Dakota and Apache. But there's the map. Multi-directional. Apache. You can grab village to village, go over to Bachelor Gulch, go over to Beaver Creek. It's pretty cool. Hey, look, there's some dudes right now. Hi. And they're heading up. Up. Over here on the east part, we have the Dakotas, and they're townhome-like places. I don't know, there's probably 20 of them. They're right next to the mountain, although that's a single-family home at the end of Castle Peak Gate. And so that's not part of the Dakotas, but the Dakotas are really great. I know a lot of people who live in Arrowhead who have started with a Dakota purchase and then found their, you know, dream Arrowhead home later. They're convenient. They're beautiful to look at. They're peaceful. They have their own, you know, 2-car garage, which is, you know, for the amount of square feet that they have on the inside, it's a really interesting thing. And it's, yeah, I just wanted to show you that because you'll see a Dakota come on the market pretty regularly. And you're like, well, that's in Arrowhead, and I don't know. But yeah, they're good. They're a great place. They're centrally located. So yeah, do it. Also, the Dakotas, they have their own hot tub, so you don't have to go over and share with the short-term renters. So that's kind of nice. The place I want to show you is Bachelor Springs, and it's not technically in the gates of Arrowhead, but they pay Arrowhead dues and they can use some of the facilities. Mind the mess right now, they're repaving in here, but these are little townhome style places, and they are significantly less price per square foot than in Arrowhead proper. So again, Bachelor Springs is where we are right now, and you know, it keeps you inside the gates of Arrowhead, but it is but not in the main part. So you actually have to go out and then go back into Arrowhead to access. There is a hiking trail, but I could show you that. But yeah, different neighborhood. So I hope you enjoyed the tour. If there's anything I didn't show you that you'd like to see, hit me up. You want to see some more of it, go ahead and go ahead and subscribe, go ahead and comment, reach out to me, and I can show you homes. I can tell you a little bit about the lifestyle. I can tell you about what it takes to join the Country Club of the Rockies, what it takes to join the Arrowhead Alpine Club from an insider's perspective, because not only do I sell and buy homes here for clients like you, but I also live here because I love it. All right, thanks. I'm Jeff McAbee, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Colorado Properties, and I'll see you in the mountains.